Hello, everybody. It is us. We're back again. You know, the Wines and Chocolates Girls. It's your face. My name is Jasmine J, aka the Wine Goddess.
I am Kiki, the Countess of Cabernet, and you are watching Just the Sip, where we come and give you a little taste, throughout the week before we give you the big gulp every Sunday with our formal wines and chocolate show. And as always, I love to ask, how's life been tasting, friends?
Girl, life has been life is rather sweet today. You know what I'm saying? Because our publication came out this morning. Pats on the back for us. Thank you. Shout out to Voyage KC for featuring us in their inspiring stories article. And that was just really, honestly, one of the highlights of my day today. This being another one. It's so good to see you, friend. How are you?
Virtual hug. I'm doing great. Like we're saying, like we have something to do. There's never enough time in the day.
Yes.
When you couldn't be bothered to do nothing else but lay on your bones, then the
Yep.
time is just choo 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 choo. You know what I'm saying? So,
Mm-hmm.
trying to, go here and there and doctor's appointments and getting stuff ready for this
Traffic.
trip. Listen, I'm gonna be going out of town back to back this month. And I am happy yet stressed because like I told you, I just bought this car and shit tight, bitch. And I'm just like, I'm even on my way back home. I'm just like
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
thinking, calculating,
Yeah.
moving, you know what I'm saying? Try to take this damn hair down, girl, because I gotta get it braided. So I'm even after this, my ass gonna be up till probably 3, 4, taking down hair,
Yeah.
washing hair,
Yeah.
just so it can be ready for showtime. You know what I'm saying? Put
Yeah.
my motherfucking braids back in my head. You know what I'm saying? So, but life has been tasting busy. Life was busy today. It sure
That's
was busy today.
busy is good though.
Yeah, yeah, it was bold.
There we go.
It was bold
Love
today.
it.
It was the,
Love
the
it.
audacity of today was kind of bold. I think my audacity for
Well,
today was
you
bold.
guys, make sure you all like, comment, subscribe. We're on Apple Podcasts now. We're on Spotify and all the things. So, yeah, please make sure you hit that button and subscribe and, join our poor class Patreon.
Hmm
Ta-da-da-da-da-da.
hmm
Make sure
hmm
you join that for exclusives. And we got wine glasses coming out, custom wine glasses coming out. Just blessings on blessings on blessings. Okay. Quite honestly. Thank you all. You know what I'm
Racks
saying?
on racks on racks.
Period.
I used to love that song. And then, oh
So,
man, wait a minute, real quick.
uh,
Who I can't remember who it was. I can't remember if it was my mama or somebody else, but they thought that man was saying resurrect and not racks on racks on racks. And I said,
what
where did you hear resurrect?
what is the name?
Resurrect?
Stop.
No,
You
I.
playing. You're playing. Black people always come up with some word that was never meant for the for the lyrics. It's just what? Resurrect resurrect? They
Yeah,
just
resurrect. And so, I think I've already said the one that I did that I had to like hold my head down and shame was Waka Flocka, oh, let's do it. And when I first heard the song, I thought he was saying Ole Due. And I didn't know what that Ole do it. Ole do it. That's what I heard. And I said that can't be it. Because what the hell's an Ole do it? And also I didn't know the name of the song at the time. I had just heard it.
Okay, fair
So I
enough.
never knew the name of the song. So when I saw the name of the song, I said,
Well, as black folk, we've all done the "What's my motherfucking name? Are you ready?"
are you?
And for whatever reason, even though he asked what his name was, it was like, no, that "Are you Ellie" is not what would have made sense there for us, I
I said R-U-L-E, but I thought it was funny when people, yeah, because he asked what's my name. I'm like, that make you spelled it, but I hear it. I heard it. You know what I'm
heard it.
saying? I hear y'all. And then T Pain want to come out here and try to correct us, talk about
Sir,
some and
sir,
then. No, nigga, it's
no.
ooh wee. I'ma think it over me. Ain't
And
no
then
and then.
nobody heard that. And
Bye.
then no, it was ooh wee.
Terrence
Yes,
Payne. Terrence Painful. That is not no.
yeah.
We gonna
Good
say ooh.
times. Good
But
old
yeah,
black folk.
girl.
You can always count on us to make up a verse, make up a whatever space need to be there, and then we'll all be in agreement too. That's what really be funny. Like we all collectively agree and understand.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, this week, you guys, we have tons of fun things to talk about. Shout out to the BT Awards, okay? You
You were
know,
actually good this year. You're
yes, they were.
watchable. You brought back like the elements of blackness that we haven't had in a while. Y'all somehow got George Clinton. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? Lauren Hill was there the
On
whole time,
hey,
on time.
listen,
Mike, well, her mic was always on. We ain't never gonna just say that
we
about
ain't
her.
never gonna be
But
with that.
Mike was. She said she wasn't even gonna perform, child, and she just was had the spirit and had to get up.
Yeah.
I think first and foremost we have to talk about Jeruski. What did you feel about Jeruski
I loved him.
hosting?
I loved him. I thought Drewski was amazing. He was funny as hell when he went up to Ray J and he was like, "Nick, you supposed to be dead, nigga." I cried. He was like, "Nick, you know you ain't right face. I'm getting away from you."
He said we're all rooting for you.
Girl, I
Ah.
cried. I said yes. He was great. Um, it was just a young, fun vibe, and it really brought nostalgia back for me. Like, just like because the BET Awards it's no secret, okay, that they've kind of, you know what I'm saying, over the years. Because back in the day, could nobody make me miss the motherfucking BET Awards. Okay, I had to go to a friend's house, bitch, because we didn't have cable. Okay, I had to go to a friend's house because no, I need to be able to be able to talk about this in school tomorrow. So it was just really nice to just have a young, fun vibe again, but at my auntie age. So like I said, he did amazing. He was a great host. Um, yeah, he was like one of my favorite things for sure. What about you?
Mhm. Yeah, he definitely did better than I expected because it's kind of I feel in this day and age because of the internet and all that, it everybody doesn't translate. You know what I mean? Like online funny, is this funny on stage? Is this funny live? You know what I'm saying? Whereas when you can make skits, you can take breaks, you can cut, you can edit, you can, redo it. You can't. This is live. Can you make that translate live? And it's the same thing how they say battle rappers usually have a hard time making songs because when you're battle rapping, you can just go on and say whatever you want and take however long you want, you know what I'm saying? But you can't do that with a song. You got like, 3, 4 strong minutes in this day and age, 2, 3 strong minutes to get whatever it is you got to get across. And can you do that? And I feel like he proved himself to be one of those ones that can. He
Yes.
can do what he does,
Those
but he can also translate live because I feel that, as a sidebar, I feel like that's what a lot of these people who went to streamer university are coming to the realization.
Yeah.
It's like this shit looks easy, but it's not. And yes, it takes dedication, but like what are you bringing to the space? You know what I'm saying? It's not just easy to just prop yourself up and think it, oh, well, I did it over here. It's going to be the same over there. No, it's not. No, it's not. You got to really understand you and your art,
Yep.
because then you'll know how to be able to translate it, right? So I that's what I really give him kudos on, is being able to hold a big moment like that.
Yeah.
I didn't love all the jokes. I just liked how he was just able to be himself, interject himself, and like keep the show moving. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to Kiki. That was a great
That's so
moment
cute. Yeah.
because she was absolutely correct. And yes,
What's
guys,
wrong?
the internet, I'm talking to you. Yes, we know that it was staged. We know that he was supposed to go down there. She was supposed to say da 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 da. But did you hear the crowd though? That's
Right.
what we talking about. The crowd was not placed. Okay,
Right.
everybody was in a strong agreement that, and I guarantee 2027 BET Awards will be hosted by your girl. Yeah, yeah,
It's
she
your
gonna be
girl.
in the bed. Okay, it's your girl Kiki. Okay, she probably gonna have a moment where she like lightweight interviewing niggas on stage like this, honey, this baby, this Kiki Palmer, whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying?
I could see her doing like a Monique version again, like how Monique came out and was just like did her Beyonce, like that's
She
Kiki.
is such a yonty. She's such a old
Yeah.
young lady. It's
New gen mom.
just
That's what the
very
kids call
much.
it. New gen mom.
So yeah, shout out to Kiki Palmer because you ate that. Yeah, so let's talk about performances. Which performances did you remember that kind of stuck out to you? Or
Shout out to T.I. because I don't care. Even though that's like not my song, it's crazy that it's like our generation people, but it just feels I don't know, it feels like super unk to me, like super unk. Even though like I guess he was still like when I was growing up, he was like a grown ass man. So
he was definitely a girl. He was calling himself Pussy Pumper. He was a grown man. Hey, let's get away. Sonny, let me bring some with you now.
no.
Yeah,
Hey,
he was
I
a
need to
grown
download
man.
that song. That was
He was probably
big.
2 children deep by the time that song came out, girl.
Yeah, that's fair.
Um,
That's fair.
mhm.
I really enjoyed that performance. I love that he had King, do it, riding in the car with him and
He
everything.
was so hyped. King
He
was so hyped to
was, and
rep
it
his
was so
dad, bro. And that made me feel good because it kind of brought me back to that whole battle thing. And like, when you talked
we
about their
pull up,
mom, we just
nigga.
had to,
We
yeah,
pull up, nigga.
now, don't let the internet get you fucked up thinking that I hate my parents. I don't. I just be mad. But
Right.
you do
I be
something,
a
you
regular
say
teen
something.
kid. Okay. All it is that we got money and status. Okay. But I'm a regular teen. Everybody hates
I
their
don't
parents.
care if you saw me calling them XYZ. I
Right.
don't care. You saw me saying that they neglect. I don't give a fuck.
Still pull up
What?
on my mama though.
I don't give a fuck how you feel. Yeah, nah, because some
That's
straightening.
what I'm
That's
talking about.
Atlanta niggas. That's what they call that straightening. Okay. So yeah, shout out to King. Now the song, I guess I heard it, but it was always like in a commercial, so I didn't even know that was T.I.'s song. So that nigga
Okay.
getting paid, okay. But
Hello.
I feel that it took me back to 2002, nigga. That was like he could have did 24s after that, as far as I was concerned. Like that was the same.
Brother
It was
banging.
the same energy, and he still sounds the same because everybody's getting older, but he still sounds the same.
Yeah.
Excellent breath control. Like
Mhm.
he's still the
I tell you,
king.
that hat stayed to the side for a good period of the performance. It was until the very tail end that hat just lost all sticky tape or whatever was going on with that. Because I mean, when I tell you that motherfucker was to the side and just stayed, okay? Nigga said, I am the original.
He the king. Okay,
Mhm.
what you mean?
Like I
And
said, okay.
had young Dro out there on the stage. Beautiful, beautiful.
I
You
love it.
know, he could have did Tokyo Diamonds for us. I was like, join. Could have did that. Let's see. I enjoyed Kaylani.
Oh God, Kaylani,
I
I forgot
loved the
that thing.
orchestral
Oh
version of
God.
Folded. The mic was on. Shout out. I'm gonna give that to everybody. The
Okay,
mic was on.
singing the
Even
fuck
the
out.
boys, even the rappers, Baby King. I heard the mic was
He
on.
sure was. Baby King was going with the
The
girls.
mic was on, everybody. I'm proud of y'all. Cardi, the
Come
mic
on.
was on. Okay. But I love this. She looked amazing. She looked like she was chiseled out of the finest elm wood you've ever seen. She looked like a statue.
Yes.
Yeah, sounded beautiful. I really enjoyed Tim's.
I was going to, that was going to be my next one. Like when you were like, what's your next one? Tibbs, bitch. First of all, Tibbs, you're beautiful. You're just beautiful. And your voice is amazing. And just everything about you I love. So yeah, that was honestly, it was definitely T.I. Kaylani Tim's. Like them three, my fave.
Listen, I love that song because I feel like she said the most Nigerian thing.
Right. Get
Get
away.
away from
Get away
get
from me.
away from me.
And bitch, let's talk about what the fuck we thought was going on in the lyrics, bitch. This whole time I thought this bitch was saying, "I got what you need." That's
I'm
not what
not.
she's saying at
She
all.
said, go. Get
Not
away
what
from
you
me.
need.
I'm
I
not, you are not my home.
please.
Get
Is
away from
disturbing
me.
my peace.
I get a rash literally every time you come around. Like my ulcer gets to acting up when you come around. Get away from me. Oh my, oh,
Just
oh.
you feel the spirit. You feel
And
that
see,
African home spirit. It's just like get away.
this is
Get
what we be
away.
talking about, diaspora folk. We don't be hating. We love when you do you. Because yes, clearly this is a more R&B approach than what you normally do. But you still with your voice, your tone, your accent, and just like that one get away from me.
Get
And I was like, I
away.
need that on a t-shirt. Put that shit on a loop.
And we need it spelled out
I
too.
need to get
I don't want get
G.
away.
I
No.
need an accent mark over the E, like get
Get
away. I don't know how
away.
we're gonna spell. So we talking about
EWEY.
yes,
Away.
away from me,
Get away from me. Okay.
from me,
Yes. Yes.
get away from me. Yes, you gotta put the little dots in the middle to so you can do the syllables. Get away from me.
Yeah.
Get away. Boom. Oh, I loved her for that. That makes me love the song 1,000 times more. Yeah, like we said, Baby King. Now I ain't gonna
Oh,
lie, King.
he did his thing.
When he came out with Circus, I lost my mind.
I know
The
you
whole
did.
time.
I know
The
you did.
whole time it was us. The whole time he was inside, he was outside in the mud. The whole time. Nigga, we are not breaking up the whole time. Slide the pennies to the side. I'm sorry. That's my fucking song. So I was hyped. And then he went right into Dramatic Girl. I was like, oh no.
You didn't like that?
It's like he went from my favorite
Oh,
song to my
the
least
one
favorite
you
song.
hate. Oh, that's funny. He must
You
did it on
know,
purpose.
I don't like Dramatic Girl. I know what you were doing, my nigga. Plenty other people like it. You like it. You said you liked it. So like, it's not my vibe.
Yeah.
Because he's made songs like that. Like when I think of the Melodic Blue, he has
Hmm.
songs that are like in that same type of vein, but I like them a lot better. They just hit me better. But and then ended it with good flirts with Miss Momo Chocolate Thighs Boyd. I see you, ma'am. I see you giving natural girl next door shade, cocoa butter, realness. I see you, ma'am. And then at the end, they was like really hugged up. It was like from the and then the head. It was giving a lot of
They doing something
or
behind the
alluding
curtain.
to doing to y'all a couple. I'm trying to figure it
Okay.
out.
Okay.
So, you know, it was a little activity at the end of that their thing. I mean, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I enjoyed the very first song. The other two songs was cool. Who else performed? Oh, Cardi B. Let's get into it.
I mean, my
Bottle
thing.
at the bottle at the bottle in this motherfucker. Pretty light skin look like in this motherfucker. And I said, look like who? Cause she didn't say it. You didn't remember that?
I didn't. I guess I wasn't paying attention.
She
Damn.
ain't say it. She didn't say it. The backtracking said it, but she didn't say it. Bottle at the bottle look like in this motherfucker. Is exactly what she did. She said she put herself on mute. I was like, mm. And then, right before she went into pretty and petty as fuck, like I think like right back into it, when she did that after she didn't say Lotto's name, said, who you want to be? Cardi B, baby. Who you want to like whatever that little taunt thing. I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, now I know that's for Pia, but could that also have been part two of you not saying that you know what I'm saying? This is all alleged. We are an
This
entertainment
is legend.
channel. You know, this is
This is
just
her
wild
opinion.
conjecture. This is my opinion, but it seemed to me
It seemed. It seemed
that
like
right
it
after she didn't say that, and we go right back in the pretty and pet no, right back in the pretty and petty.
was. Oh.
Right before we take Bia's head off, we kind of do a little who you want to be, Cardi B, baby, who you want to be, something like that. And then she said it again when she got up there and won her BET award, when she won for Best Female Hip Hop. She said it again. The
Well, this is
lady just
stressing
sang a
me
song
out.
talking about being pretty and petty as fuck. I can't put it past her.
This is stressing me out. Oh no, I cannot put it past her at all. I mean, I could. I mean, I thought she was being the bigger person,
She
but I
tried
could
that.
also see you being like, "Bitch, let me remind you though who you trying to be." And so while we doing all that, you better just calm the fuck down because I really run this. You are over there in that fucking album. I mean, I have some things that I like about the album. There's certain like some of the
Which
things
one? Which album?
for Lotto.
Big Mama.
Yeah, that one song that we was talking about last week or whatever when I came over last weekend. Um, what song was that we was listening to? You were like, "What you think about this?" And I was like, I let the young girls have it."
Oh yeah. Shit.
How does
See,
it
Lotto, this is
go?
the problem.
This is the
This is
problem.
the problem,
This is
Lotto.
the problem.
This
This
is the
is the problem.
problem because we should be able to just rattle that
We
shit right on
should.
off.
And I can't even think of the beat. The beat
I
usually
can't
be the
either
thing that
because it
gets
was
you.
real simple. It just was.
Yeah.
It was just like catchy, but
Uh,
like. But if you say, "Where's all my niggas?"
why was everybody singing that? Why was
Then that go, y'all back. Spin that shit. Spin that shit. Spin that shit. Spin that shit. Spin
yeah.
that shit. Spin
Uh-huh.
that shit. Spin that shit. Spin
Yes.
that shit. Yeah, I something about oh damn Lotto, I still can't remember this fucking song. I see the video, I see the visual in my head,
Okay.
but it's not coming to me.
Fuck. Damn.
Something
Well,
about a rich was it about rich girls or something or like
yes.
something about getting money. Get money, girl.
Yes. Yes. I'm gonna get money,
Money
girl.
girl.
Get money,
Get
girl.
money, girl. There we
Get
go.
money, girl. Yeah, no, I like that. Um, the songs where she's trying to be intimate with 21 Savage, I just can't do it. I don't know why I can't listen to it and just feel happy
You know why you can't listen to it.
and joyful and like all the things. I just can't. I hate that
You
movie.
know, because it is a sham. That's why you can't listen to it. It's we can all acknowledge that you have feelings, deep feelings for this man. You've had his child. I just want you to go be happy with this man in silence. That's what I want.
And I'll
You're
be honest.
not you're not this is not a J and B situation. This is not a Sierra and Russ situation. This is not, y'all are not couple goals. Y'all just not, okay?
Honestly,
The
and that's
nigga can't even be on the nigga won't even be on a carpet with you, ma'am. I just
and
it's
and
not
and you know what it's giving? It's
what
giving. This is starting to piss me off.
starting.
It's giving. I'm
Starting.
starting to get pissed because now I understand what it's like to have a baby by a man, and now it's just like we can't be out. Like I don't know if you've seen The Polygamist yet, bitch. You need to watch it. I've been wanting to go have our fucking show so bad so I can talk about quirky content, but when I tell you that she gives me the what was her name? Fuck Sarah's mama, y'all. What's her name? God damn it, I can't think of Sarah's mama, but whoever Sarah mama is, basically Sarah mama was the wife that was in the shadows. Okay, and then there's wives that are in the in the front, you know, and they kids is all in the front, but then they got other kids that's in the shadow. And so anyway, girl, it's just giving. I'm getting fed up with this place. I'm getting fed up with this role.
Head up.
And I just want more for my nigga. That's all. But you know, again, hey, listen, if you're happy, I hate, excuse me. But it just anyways, saying all that to say with Cardi, that's crazy. I can see that. I can see it. Again, like you said, she
Like
tried to be the bigger person. Then you tried to, be cute and shit. And now I got to, bring my balls out. Now the balls got to come out. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have to suck them because she said, I love Jesus, I love my kids, I love everything, I'm great. Like she's like, and let me just say, my last point. I do feel BT. Y'all should have gave the rap girls another chance. Like I understand this is Cardi. This is like her time at this point. This is like her Nicki Minaj moment, I guess. Like I hate to even say it like that, but just like in terms of being at the top and things, um, I really feel like they could have gave it to somebody else. But it's all good. I'm still happy for Cardi. I love her. I always want her to win. So
well, who should have won besides her?
well, let me see. Who was up for the grabs? Let's see. Best hip hop female artist BET nominees were Cardi B, Glorilla, Meg The Stallion, Lotto, Coily Ray, Dolce, Monello. See, Monello. Mona Leo, I mean.
Mona Leo. Yeah, Mona
Excuse me,
Leo.
excuse me. Essie. Now her name is Essie. Thank you, friend. Okay, because friend said we watched The Polygamist. We know. Okay. Okay, so yes. Essie is in the back, child, but we're gonna talk about that. Make sure y'all tune in on Sunday. Maybe at some point when we do our live show with the Wines and Chocolates, we're gonna talk polygamous. Anyway, yes. They could have gave
Mm.
it to Mona Leo because Mona Leo has been working her motherfucking ass off. Maybe she could have won New Artist of the Year. I don't know. But anyway, Cardi,
Everything
I love
pick
you. Love you.
up. She should have.
Everything pink. Yes.
And shout
Okay.
out to Tizo Touchdown. I love his guest verse on there. I like me some Tizo Touchdown. He gets in my earways by the way of Don Tolliver. Who else? Who also performed at the BET Awards. I enjoyed his performance visually. He did,
Yes. He did
unlike
good.
Baby Keem, he did two songs I absolutely love. I was in my
Yes.
and
Right.
I and I'm thinking that I
I
love
love
it.
it.
And I'm thinking that I love it. And then whoever his guitarist was,
Okay, kicking
that
ass.
nigga, whoa,
Hey,
he
give
was
him a raise.
okay. He was
Shit.
playing the shit out of that guitar. I was like, oh, I love the fact that it was black and white. Like it was like this whole like laboratory type of
Yes.
thing. I
Yes.
enjoyed that. And then he did Body.
Yeah.
Wanna fuck your body. I love that song. Boy, I'm telling you, bro, Don Tolliver, if you are a midnight ballerina, hear me and hear me good. You want to make the most money you ever made in a night? Play that nigga. And
Okay.
then get up on that set. Bitch, feel yourself. Feel your fantasy, bitch. Feel your fish, bitch. Okay, you get up there. You shake it like it never been shook before, because you's a star. Okay.
Mhm.
Who else performed that was good before we get to the tributes? Who else performed?
Those are my favorites, honestly. I felt like it didn't have to be as long, but I get it. It's 3.5 hours, so
Okay, I want to take a moment for, I guess, a one critique I have on the show before we get to the bigger stuff is I like how last year they gave every one of those like rising artists or whatever, they gave them a whole moment. They
yeah,
got to perform and do like their whole thing.
yeah,
I've always felt like you cheat the audience out of getting to know folks if you only give us like 60 seconds. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, or say like somebody like real good. I'm like, well, I wanted to finish that. You know what I'm saying? But now we
right,
got to go pay fucking Procter and Gamble. You know what I'm saying? So I want them to return back to that
yeah.
format. I would appreciate that because K1, I would have liked to see K1's full performance. Now that other young man, not so much. But K1, I would have liked to see your
I like
performance
them.
for sure. I like the interpolation of hot in her. I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? Bringing the millennials through to the zennials. 40s and up. We appreciate you for that one.
Keep us in the
So
A.
yeah, so then let's get to these tributes.
Hmm.
First, Leandria, girl, when you came out there screaming with the whole arm of Jesus during during the in memoriam section. Plus, I didn't know Richard Smallwood did Total Praise because that is one of my girl. When I tell you, when I get ascended to heaven, play that.
Okay, let that be
Because
my background music.
it is so victorious. It is so like I
Made it,
my
made it.
girl, okay, it's like you are the source of my strength. Like, girl, what? And she come and she come there yelling and shit. I was like,
Right,
girl,
all
oh,
on the
fell off the
floor.
couch. So yeah, shout out to you, Leandria. RIP to all the pioneers and
Right, that
Black
lost.
history, Black folks that we lost. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I love the D'Angelo.
Mhm, mhm.
That was
It is
good.
so
Once
cute.
someone had a critique of it, they felt like it was kind of disjointed or like they didn't like the vibe was too casual. But I was like, no, like that was what they did. They just sat around and riffed and jammed. Like
Yep.
that's what well, when you make real
Back then,
music, that's
back
what you
then.
do.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know. And for those that know, it ain't
That was
always
the
got to
way
be the, you know what I'm saying? You got to actually get in the room with some niggas and sweat and,
yeah.
prick your finger, stub your toe, make the
Call you
stank
a
face.
line. I don't know. Sorry.
Please.
Sorry.
Can we keep that in the 70s? We can keep that in the 70s. We can keep that in the 70s and 80s. They ain't
Stop
got to
doing
do
that.
no lines.
Don't do that.
Well, they ain't doing lines, but they popping
They
pills.
really,
So
yeah.
there's that. Um, but I really enjoyed Duran Bernard doing shit damn
Oh yeah, he
motherfucker.
did his thing. Come on now. He always singing a song though in the name.
And I love the fact that he chose that song specifically because the juxtaposition of this very out gay man singing about why you've been sleeping with my woman is,
Right. But he
but
was singing it
singing,
like he was singing in his living room, bitch. Like,
okay, he was singing that shit with his hand on his hip.
right, right. Okay. Like I had practiced this bitch when I was
Like, why y'all butt ball naked? Like, that nigga would be in the room, like, for real. Like,
yeah,
but I'm gonna sing it. But like,
yeah.
um, oh, another. I'm sorry, I'm just talking.
That's
What did
okay.
you feel about the D'Angelo performance?
No, I loved it. Everything that you said, I agree with. Um, like you said, I loved his performance the most, honestly. But yeah, it was just beautiful all around. It made me
I
sad. Obviously, I don't like. I really don't like being like all into those because then I get all sad and want to cry, and you know what I mean. I'm just like a big baby. My mom made me like that, so yeah.
Yes, I get it. But it just makes me like, damn, like it's so final. Like this is it. This is all the music. This it. Is all we're gonna get from
That's
you.
it.
Just like, oh man. So if anything, initially when he passed away, I did go back and listen to the Black Messiah, and I went to that concert.
Wow, good for
So
you.
I went by my mother self.
I know that's
Okay.
right, bitch.
I had
Niggas
no
say I'm
time to
going.
wait, what I'm saying? Ain't got time to wait no Kodak or no pictures, nigga. We gotta go. Okay.
Yeah.
So I went by myself and then he did How Does It Feel?
Mm,
At the he did, that was the last song. And so
mhm.
like really was an encore because it was all still clapping and niggas over. It was like, so he came back out there and then he teased it for like I feel like 3 minutes. He
Damn.
didn't even sing it. He just was boom, 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 and like
Yeah.
will walk off the stage and like come back and do a little bit of like, damn, it's too good, it's too good. Like he just kept it like, nigga, sing this song, please. But yeah, so I'm
Teasing.
so glad I got to go. I'm so glad I got to go and see him and hear that. So I
Yeah.
definitely understand what you mean. And even then when I was looking at George Clinton on the stage during the thing, I was like, damn, I've seen you too. Like, wow, but you still here. You know what I'm saying? Just like, you know, my hope is that when other Black people see this stuff happening, I
Yeah.
hope you feel the same type of pride and excitement. That's all I can hope for. It's just like you feel that same type of damn, I grew up listening to that, or wow, or
Mm,
even if you didn't, like, ooh, let me go dig into
yeah.
this more, like, oh, that's where that song was sampled from. Like it gets you excited.
Yeah.
Black art and history and
Yeah.
all that and culture should get you fucking excited. And that's what I feel BET was able to accomplish with
Amen.
we were actually excited. Like I listen, I was very irritated because you actually caught me in the middle of trying to find a way to cast this shit.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, I'm really mad that I can't watch this shit. Like I'm already
Yeah.
2 hours behind. Like, girl, it was irritating myself, but I finally got to watch it. But I was like, I was not disappointed. I don't feel like I was trying to, you know, watch for nothing.
Right.
We could talk about Ray. Now, are you familiar with Ray?
I remember her last time, or was she ever? She sang at the Grammys. I feel I have seen her sing, and I thought last time I saw her sing, I feel like she did a way better job. This time, the second time I heard it, I was like, that sounds a little better. But the first time I heard it, when I was like, watch it for the first time, I was like, I felt really insulted. But the second time around, I was like, okay, that was on key. It just was still very aggressive. But I think she's a beautiful singer. Like, I know we all have our days. Like, I'm not gonna sit there and just be like, oh yeah, you just throw her in the trash now. But yeah, at first I was like, I don't know if I like this.
Oh my god, that's so funny. I don't know if I like.
I was like, I don't know, bitch. I really don't know if I like this. I'm
Oh my goodness. So
questioning myself here.
I don't know if I like this because I somewhat agree, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know too much about her, like or her music. All I was like the "Where's My Husband" song and stuff.
Yes. Yeah.
And this is me being cynical, so I'm not saying this to be or have any type of personal feelings for Ray. This is just
Yeah.
me being cynical on some industry shit. I just feel like this is an Amy Winehouse replacement. And it pains
Ew.
me to say that because she is
Right.
clearly a very talented person.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
this is not me discounting this lady's
Right.
talent,
I see
but
what you
we
mean.
gotta keep it a buck.
Yeah.
And that's another thing too. She's very fluorescent beige. So I don't truly know what's going on over there.
Yeah. Like she's like the girl from Sinners.
Yeah, I feel like is there like because I don't do
There's
the
like
one
an
drop rule. You
interweaving.
feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
but something's over there. Like I feel like that was,
It was
helpful
her
to
grandpa,
grandma, somebody.
somebody.
But but with all that being said, like like I said, in my mind, I feel like this is an Amy Winehouse replacement. But um, because of her adjacency to being of color,
Yeah.
makes it easier for them to put her in our space,
Mm-hmm.
if that makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Kind of the same thing with Olivia Dean. And I'm sorry, I don't want to shoot you either, but we just have to be real about it. But she is obviously biracial. Ray is not obviously biracial. She's a squinter, but Olivia Dean is obviously biracial.
Yeah.
But
And
again, this is
clearly,
another
bitch.
clear. But she is also towing that line. She's also from the UK as well too, which
Yeah.
that just might be a UK sensibility,
Yeah.
that posh proper thing or whatever. But these women are more palatable. You feel what I'm saying? And they're
Mm-hmm.
just taking off like rockets.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, there are a few other folks who
Right.
don't look like them, who are
Right.
doing the same things as them, that are not taking off like rockets. BET ain't trying to clamor and put them up in our face and all this type of shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But that kind of gives me pause into getting into her, and I hate that a little bit. But like you said, with the very aggressive singing, it doesn't really make me want to get into you further either. It's like your talent did not dissuade my perception, and that's unfortunate because you are massively talented, but
Yeah.
you are not a person I would listen to on record. You're a person who I would go see in a play. She's very operatic, she's very theatric,
Yeah.
and I don't necessarily I don't that doesn't translate well into real everyday listening. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So that song that she chose to sing, it's a billion words in there. There's no real like rhythm, or it was like nothing.
Yeah. It
I
just
just was
confused me. I was confused. I'm like,
I
what?
was just listening to a bunch of dialogue and notes. It just
Yeah.
was everywhere. You know what I'm
Like,
saying? And then
are we really?
and then I mean, then she goes for the big notes and stuff, and
And then
you
we hit
know,
the doo wop pop jazz type of shit where we just nigga what?
and I don't dislike none of that. It's just the way Shorty was
It
doing it.
wasn't it wasn't controlled and it didn't have no organization. It was like nothing had a purpose. It was like we're just singing a song and we're placing parts in parts. And here you go. Ah,
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And I just
nigga.
and I feel bad because because of her voice, because it's kind of one of those things like it's too big to fail. Like, oh, we'll just put like this is a package that is sure to win. You feel what I'm saying? And I feel like that's what's happening
Yeah.
with her. It's not really giving. No, I'm not saying this is authentically her, but again, because you are now same shit we told to Tyler. You are trying to come into Black American spaces. We don't do all that. Because we don't have to do all that because, quite frankly, when we start talking about this Lauryn Hill tribute, you heard them Black ladies got up there. They didn't have to do all that, and they got just as much of an ovation as you.
Well,
Lauryn Hill older sister started it off and held a strong note. Okay, and people lost their shit.
well,
So
it's
it's not
definitely like you
you don't.
said, it's authentic, but it's packaged in an inauthentic way. So that's why we
Yeah.
can't eat that because it's like
Hmm.
we like
And
you, but you're trying to do something that was already done, and it's not clicking with us.
yeah, because if I'm just gonna finish up being messy, because I'll be calling out names. So like when I think of Samara Joy, I hope I'm saying her name right. That was the young lady who, like, when I think like 2 years ago was the first time I ever seen her on the Grammys, and when she performed, also a big jazz singer, this is that, does all the same things, but it's controlled. It's
Mhm.
beautiful. It's soulful. And it doesn't, I feel sometimes when you do all of that, it's to hide from not being able to do the simple shit.
Well, well.
Yeah. All right, so now to Lauren, Miss Lauren, excuse me, like the elder say, put a handle on it. Miss Lauren Hill, do wop that thing, ready or not. Here I come. You just lost one. X Factor. I mean,
Yeah.
just I used to love him.
Oh,
Woo! Her and Mary J was just having a good old squalling match on that one. I used to love him.
yeah.
Used to love, she wrote for Aretha and wrote for Whitney and was in one of the most classic movies of all mother in time.
Yeah.
If you want to be somebody,
Mhm.
if you want to go somewhere, you
Mhm.
better wake up and pay attention. Okay, love it. Hers was pretty flawless to me.
I
I
like
don't
it.
have I don't have a complaint about Nary Soul that touched that. Well, a titty bit for Doja, just
Mm,
cause I feel like she was drowned out or was drowning out. She could not compete with the volume of the music.
of the song, yeah.
Yeah, it was dare I say too big for her, which is
Mm,
kind of weird to say.
mhm.
But when you're doing the singing parts of Lauryn Hill, even if I ruled the world, simple. You gotta hit I love them, baby. You gotta hit them. It's a certain type of
It's a
kind of like
something.
the same criticism I just had with Ray. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of
Yeah.
like there's something about that just being
You need
100%
the soul.
authentic, the soul,
Soul.
baby. There's something about it.
The soul.
It's just something about it when you dilute the package, baby. We be trying to tell you something about it. But yeah, I would just say that. But even then, it wasn't bad. It was just
Yeah.
like in comparison to everybody else on stage, yeah, it wasn't her best.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But shout out. Now, I also think some people kind of were like, I don't. I believe some people did not like the lady in the gold dress who did "Killing Me Softly,"
Mm,
which I don't get
yeah.
because she
I've heard.
sang it great. She sang
Yeah.
it in a different key, and maybe because you listen to so much AI music, you don't understand that. She sung it in a different key, and it was great. It was still on key, and she still hit the notes.
Yeah. What's the problem?
Yeah,
What's the
listen to
problem?
that bullshit. Um, let's see who else was other. I thought Tierra Whack came out there twice.
I don't even remember.
Tierra Whack and Rhapsody look a lot of, like they need a test because
Wow.
they eerily look a lot. They cousins. They cousins is something for real. There's something going on. I thought so because even when I watched it like behind, I thought Rhapsody was Lauren Hill because I
Mm,
couldn't see her because she had the wig on and shit. And she
mhm.
sounded a lot like her. So I just thought Lizzo was up there with Lauren Hill, like, oh, Lizzo. So
Yeah.
I thought that was happening. And so when I watched it on the repeat, I said, oh shit, that was Rhapsody. I was
Yeah.
wrong as fuck. And then I thought, well, actually, no, I thought that was Tierra Whack then.
Mm.
And then when I watched it again, it was Rhapsody because then I saw Tierra Whack come out in the white hat. I was like, well, then who the fuck was that? I was like, oh, that's Rhapsody. I said, Lord, I'm confused.
Yeah.
So, love how Doechii and SZA came out and did Ready or Not. You know, it just good job, everybody. Great job, everybody.
So
I
glad. Oh, yeah, no, go
uh,
ahead. Go
no,
ahead.
I'm just glad that Miss Hill was able to enjoy her performances because
Yeah.
baby, y'all saw how they played in Mariah Carey's face at that Grammy thing. Y'all tried to play in Prince's face too a little bit here and there as well too. So
They
sometimes
absolutely
our legends don't always get
their
the best.
just do.
Yeah, but I feel like Lauren, she got a great one.
I
I hope
agree.
she's happy with hers. She seems happy. Oh, and her kids. her kids came out. Because you forgot that Poom Poom is a Marley Poom Poom, honey, okay?
Okay.
That's she goaded. That's Black History Poom Poom, both
Yes.
sides,
Yes.
okay? My grandfather is fucking Bob Marley. My mom is Lauryn Hill. The fuck out of here.
There was nothing.
I'm the blackest nigga you know.
Period. Negroes.
American and Caribbean, bitch. Let's not play games. Full diaspora. Niggas can't hate on me on nowhere.
No.
So yeah, shouts out to that. And her daughter was so nervous. But she sang that song for her mom, and mama don't care. She's like, oh my baby, I love
That's
it.
my baby.
That's
Sing it.
fine.
I love that Janet was there. Janet D. Jackson. Okay. Janet D. Jackson, giving another icon, Tiana Taylor, her award, her icon award. I love that. And she just has been glowing up ever since she left Iman. I'm just like, you know, uh, it's I always want the family to stay together. Okay, let's be clear. But like when a nigga's a piece of shit. You have to say what you got to say, and the fact that it's just been up from that situation. It's just sometimes you can't deny the dead weight of things. You just sometimes unfortunate the love don't be enough.
Hey,
So I love that for her. I love that she got her award and it was given it to her by, Janet Jackson. I was a little jealous, I'm not gonna lie, because of the fact that, I always wanted to play Janet Jackson in a movie, and I really feel that Tiana Taylor's gonna get it way before me. So okay. I just, that relationship I'm a little jealous of, but it's okay. I've accepted the fact that, Tiana, she was born for this. You know what I'm saying? She has the connection. She means it.
yes,
You know what
yes.
I'm saying? She doesn't work. So I can't, you know what I mean? Maybe I get the second round. They always trying to do some revamp and shit like that. Maybe that's what I
You get the TV series, baby. Make the
something like
TV movie, and she get
that.
because she's already about to play Dionne Warwick, so child.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, girl, you pick one. I
It's a
damn,
wrap,
let
bro.
us have somebody. Shit. No, but it was good. I love that.
That's funny. She's like kind of a little jealous, but just oh my goodness. But
When
yeah,
she took her
Janet,
hands, it was just like, I was like, that's just such a beautiful moment.
because Janet Jackson is coming to you, like
Yes,
she's proud of you, like like you know her outside of this, like
yes. She
you
knows
get a
her
good
heart.
hug.
Yes,
You know what I'm saying?
yes,
You get
yes.
to see her. Y'all get to joke. I get to like
Right.
riff. You know what I'm saying, bitch?
Exactly. If you
Like
invite, you can call, be like, Auntie, how do I?
because uh, uh,
Yeah,
like the way that the children feel about Beyonce is the way that I feel about Janet
of
Jackson.
course. Yeah.
Because around,
That
listen.
was that girl, period. That
I
was
went to that
her.
my very first concert ever. She took my concert virginity,
Yeah.
and I enjoyed it, and I never stopped. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But, no, but just being an only child and
Yeah.
being bored, and MTV and BT, being your friends. You watch a lot of videos, and you just study
Yeah,
and
man.
become fascinated. Like I used to,
And the videos
anytime
back
a
then were
video
just
came.
different. They were just different. So
The
it's like,
You Want This music video is still mama with the box braids, saying sports bra top and the
yeah,
jeans and just, butterflying on the ground and
yeah,
shit. Fucking MC Light just rapping. Like,
yeah.
so anywho, yeah, like bro, I was crying and I wasn't even fucking there. I'm crying because she crying, and I'm crying because of Janet Jackson. This is just a lot of
Right.
fucking crying going on, you know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
But shouts out to Yana, man. I remember that girl on the bike, fucking Sweet 16.
Yes,
I
I
was like,
remember
who?
Sweet 16. Okay,
I
because
was like,
Vince,
who's this bitch? Like, she know
okay,
every fucking body.
her
I was like, I
parents
was
got everything.
ready
I
for the
mean,
album. Okay, I was ready to invest. I thought she was cool and shit.
She was
She
really
was a little tomboy or whatever, ice
cool. Mhm.
creams and
Yep.
the fucking what was the shit that them girls had? Oh, the ice
Pa-
cream.
pastries.
Pastries, yes, the fucking
The pastries.
pastries.
Yeah. I had me a
Okay.
pair.
Yeah,
Okay.
that baby fat something. Yeah,
Okay.
something. Ain't no real hood girl. You
No,
ain't
that
one of
that's
them
when
things.
MTV had the Sweet 16. That's when I was introduced as well to Miss Taylor and fell in love because what, bitch? Like fucking party is lit. Fucking
And the
calm.
fact that she wanted a bike and she didn't want a car, I was like, yeah, because at that point, I was getting tired of these little rich motherfuckers, okay?
Okay,
And all the fucking complaining
niggas
and
get
bitching and
BMW.
moaning, being upset that they got you the wrong type of Audi or the wrong type of Beamer. Oh, I only wanted the Range Rover. My dad better give me the Range Rover if I went.
Right. Niggas just all
You
types
are
of ungrateful.
16.
Right.
You
Bitch,
ain't paid for
you gonna
nothing.
be wrecking this motherfucker tomorrow, bitch. Stop. Stop.
Shit,
And I
raising
put
up my fucking insurance.
bitch, okay. Fuck you talking about. And I put 5,000 down. No. No.
Ain't no putting down. It gotta be paid for cash. We super sweet 16. We ain't making no
Go on
payments
with
over here.
yourself, then, okay? Go on with yourself.
Okay. So yeah, she deserved everything she got, whether
And
you
the
like it or
best
not,
part
whether you're
was the
into what she
hyping
does or
behind
not.
it.
She
Dancer,
she
singer,
is who she
director,
is.
choreographer, da da da
Yeah,
da.
she just kept naming shit. I was like, well,
You go ahead with your best self.
well,
Yeah.
I'm out of fingers. That's right, bitch. Strong J. What you want me to say? All right. So yeah, I enjoyed that. Her speech was terrific, especially about the opening the door and holding it open and
Yeah.
lifting up platforms and
Come on,
stuff
girl.
like that. I was like, yeah, I like that. I like that. Because to teach is to reach, honey.
Teach
Teaching
one,
is where it's
teach
at.
one. Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Anything else? Oh, let's get into it. So this will kind of help us segue up at the BET Awards. There have been some OV ho accusations and lamentations about the BET Awards. So first, let's start off with the OV ho lamentations before we get into the accusations. So much like how you just said about Cardi B, you
Mhm.
wish somebody else would have won Best Female Hip Hop. Oh, the OV hoes are saying, well, Kendrick shouldn't have won this year. They should have gave it to Don Tolliver. So let's start here. First and foremost, 15% of that I agree with.
Yeah.
Because yes, Don Tolliver had an awesome year.
Yes, we did.
Octane is the shit. I just had a friend
Really.
told you I went bug noodles for both the songs he performed when he was on stage.
Yep.
Okay. Culturally, when I go outside, there's a lot of people, black, white, otherwise, a lot of people that fuck with Octane, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, and when I think of anybody else in that category, okay, first look up the nominees.
Was it best hip hop male artist?
Hmm.
Kendrick, Baby Keem, Drake, Don Tolliver, ASAP Rocky, J. Cole, Big X the Plug, The Baby, and T.I.
So the only other people I could see would have been Keem or Cole.
Yeah, Don Tolliver, Keem, or Cole. ASAP Rocky, no. The Baby.
Well, you know what? Listen, I had to eat some crow.
ASAP, I like one song.
No, I'm not talking about what we personally like. I had to eat
Oh,
some crow because that nigga is bigger than we think, bitch.
who, ASAP?
Like, yeah, so like when the album, there was already like over a million pre-sale for the album, like in waiting. And all of his tour dates have been sold the fuck out.
Mm,
So ah, maybe he might not be our cup of tea and in our
yeah.
vision, but that don't mean shit when there's hundreds of thousands of people that say otherwise.
Yeah.
So, and the fact he had been gone for so long as
Yeah.
well too. But
Yeah.
I see your point though. But
Yeah.
I don't think it'd be out the way to put him in the conversation because he did have a
He
big
did.
year or whatever. He did
He was
have a
doing
lot of
good,
fanfare. There we
though.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll say fanfare. He had a lot of fanfare about him coming back. But yeah, so that's what the Obi host was mad about. They said he
Well,
shouldn't have won.
they're
And
always
they
fucking
said,
mad about
because I
something.
ain't gonna say King should have won, because in my opinion, if it wasn't gonna be him, it should have been King. Because didn't I tell you I was listening to Casino? That was the only thing I listened to for what, almost
Yeah,
a month,
yeah,
give or take a day or two.
yeah.
Yeah, but the OB hoes don't want him to win neither. So they say, oh, we want, oh, should have been down to all of them. All right, get the fuck out of here, bro. Y'all, it don't matter. Y'all, somebody said they was mad he was winning all the white people awards. Now they mad he winning all the black people
Bruh,
awards. They can't do
bruh,
that.
bruh. When I say that they're always mad about something, I've given up. I say the OVO people are mad. We know it's not a time, bitch, since 2024 they ain't been mad. So at this point, fuck it.
They gonna stay mad, bitch. They been mad since control. They gonna be mad, okay?
Let's talk
So
about the
then,
number one. Oh, go ahead.
no, what was you gonna say?
I was just gonna say we could talk about the number one OVO and his stupid ass.
Oh, well, before we get to
Yes, before we
the
go
number
there,
one, the
yeah.
number one hoe. So that was the OB lamentations. Now the OB accusations are the moment the saxophone came out on that
Oh,
stage on Dochi and SZA.
now
Now,
I feel like that was like they told people that they were gonna do that. So
mhm,
I didn't feel like it was a slight to them.
problem is they were the only people that got the saxophone the whole night. Nobody else was saxophones. And somebody showed like a different angle. He was out there on that stage like as soon as they got up there. So it wasn't even like he came out because they were taking too long.
Huh.
So this is those are the accusations against the OB host, because I suppose that Drewski is an alleged OB host. So,
So
and
he
they're also alleging that he may have felt slighted or snubbed by Kendrick. And so like that was a retaliation thing or what have you. So child, I don't know, but Punch certainly thought so.
he brought it up. I saw that. I was
Punch
like,
was like, what the fuck was it? Because that's the thing. Plausible deniability of, well, they said it at the beginning,
yeah.
fine. But there was motherfuckers up there for 2 whole minutes, damn near, giving a speech,
Hmm.
and nobody got a saxophone. At no point, nobody got a saxophone.
Hmm.
And then also the fact the motherfucker was on stage like like early. Like
Hmm.
it wasn't even okay, let's go out there now because you're taking too long. Like you out there,
He knew he
yeah,
knew.
you
Okay. Hmm.
you was ready to
I guess I gotta see
saxophone.
that. I didn't see that.
And I was like, oh, okay. So yeah, so that's the controversy
Mm.
from the awards, because that's been
You
on the
find out
wire.
that you let that happen.
Yeah, because he's already talking about, no, it wasn't me. I was in the back changing my clothes. This and that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Nigga, I already trying to be like, no, no, it ain't me,
Right.
but
Like, don't put me in that. Don't put me in that.
mm-hmm. Yeah, but it just seemed
It's coincidental, ironic.
very, don't you think? Uh-huh. A little too ironic.
Hmm.
Yeah, I really do think. But so yeah, Slide, since we talking about the OV hoes, let's talk about the
What the
biggest.
fuck is this about, bro? I first of all, I was so mad because it was like I opened up my phone and then Shade Room posted it, and I literally I barely scrolled down, and here come Hollywood Unlocks post about it, and I'm just like, please, please, like I don't need this in my life. Seeing Daphne Joy in academics and then him holding out a honey pack, nigga. What? Like this, it's almost like I'm glad that it's happening just so that women like this can be, I don't want to say humiliated, but just maybe like shamed. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe have a little bit of shame so you don't do stuff like this. Because what are we doing right here, Daphne?
That's the thing,
You
though,
you
friend. They
want to be
don't.
humiliated? You want to be, this looked at as a person that is so desperate that you would mess with this person who, I mean, I guess I never seen academics talk about Daphne when she was with Diddy. Like I don't recall that. I think the only person he talked about was Carisha. And maybe that's why they're also linking up because they don't like Carisha. But it's just so fucking cringy and I'm just so over them and everything that they're doing. Like, have each other. You know what I'm saying? I want niggas to have each other and be happy and all the things, but it's just like it's just giving it's giving Love Island or something. I don't know. It's just fake. Like I don't know. It's just like I don't. What are we doing here? Why am I here? Why is this in my face? Like I don't want this. I don't care. Girl, like it's boring. I'm bored to death. This is just lust and you know what I'm saying? After this is over, you're gonna be some fucking hoe. And then, you know what I mean? I don't know how I don't know, maybe she's gonna giggle her way out of this. I don't know. That's all that bitch know how to do is just giggle, honestly. And it's just like it's such a forced giggle at some point. Like it's not even. Anyways, that's my take on that.
I didn't giggle her way out of this one. It's crazy.
It's like, yes, like you were googling academics is not like, bitch. I don't know. It's just like the giggles. She giggles at such.
It's an act, bro. It's just,
Yes,
it's not real.
it's such a giggly act, and I just like I get sick of it because I'm like, I know it's not real, bro. Like, what is happening here? You don't really like this nigga. I mean, you like how much he likes you, or you
But
like how
him
much
as a
it's
person,
hard
you
for
don't.
you.
You
Like,
know.
and that's cool. I get that. You know what I'm saying? But you don't really like him, and it's weird. But anyway,
Yeah, girl. So many angles I could go with this. I think my first angle is ladies, don't listen to men. That's my very
okay.
first thing. Because when you think of all the nasty, dirty, disgusting, heinous, malicious, misogynistic, chauvinistic, assaultive things that this man has said about all different types of women. How he thinks of women, how he views women, and
Mm,
how, oh, I'll never do this, and a B better do that, and a hoe better say this, that, and all. He wants to puff himself up as this guy who's gonna. You saw him screaming on that little young girl talking about he was the prize. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's what we dealing with. But that's why I say don't listen to these men because all this shit they be talking, they be ready to fuck that exact same woman. They
yeah,
want their chance with that type of woman, especially a man like academics who's always been what's the word? Homely his whole life. He's been homely, unkempt, let's see, zero social skills, can't read a room worth of shit, can't read his friends, according to fucking Charlemagne, can't even read what's going on, can't even read being in fucking danger. However, he's been a lame and a goofy his entire life. And the exact same red pill ideology of I'm gonna go to the gym and make myself better, or I'm gonna make a lot of money to make myself better so I can make these bitches pay. So I still want access to these women who I absolutely fucking hate, but I
that's
hate that I
it.
love them. I hate that I want them so bad. I hate that I hate the fact that I have to do more to get that type of woman. And that's really what it is. They hate that they had to be somebody who they completely are not to get with the type of woman that they wanted.
Instead of just
And
being
they're
with
mad that
you.
that woman is clearly only interested for said things. So then they try to make those women feel low. They try to shame them. Well, you're a hoe and this and that. Well, duh, nigga. I'm a hoe because this is what you want. What are you talking about? So while she's sitting over there giggling, she at work. That's what I'm saying. She doesn't feel bad. She's in service mode. She's at work. She's trying to find her next victim. She's trying to sink them fangs into whoever, whatever other mindless corpse is just walking around this bitch. That's what she trying to do.
Have
She
mercy.
giggling. She doing this because she looking around. Shit. Okay. She got who the fuck opinion?
People laugh.
Okay.
People giggle. What
You know
the
what I'm saying? But much like that young lady's video you showed last time about the low racial self-esteem. So
that was
her
crazy.
and Young Miami are the same motherfuckers. But you stood up here and you talk shit about Carisha. Carisha's everything but a child of God. But she can Daphne can come up here and be the even a worse type of hoe. Because at least Miami has some fame. At least Miami had a name, has a name.
Oh,
This bitch is literally from the rice paddies, fucking her way through hip hop. Like what are we talking about? This is an actual whore, mail order bride whore. But you want to sit up here and act like she's the belle of the ball, and you'll be willing to break your rules because you know how I feel about tricking. I don't be tricking, but I ain't gonna lie. Shorty always make me go in my pocket. Almost make me give me some money. Ain't no almost, bitch. You will be giving her some money, and she will be embarrassing you, just like Drake all these years. Fucking embarrassing. You've been daffing to Drake, chasing this nigga around, loving this nigga out loud and publicly, being disrespected. He giving cars to other bitches in front of you. And now he finally done gave you a little chain, a little trinket. And now you jumping up for joy. You a hoe like she is. That y'all speak the same language. So I don't give a fuck about it. That's just my whole thing. Like, don't listen to men. They don't know what they want
don't want to
because
see.
they say one thing, go do a fucking other. If you are the type of visually and physically, if you're the type of woman a man like, he'll accept a lot of shit from you just because his ego wants you to be around because you are visually pleasing. Look what I got. Just dumb shit. Anyway, child, what was another angle I was gonna go with that real quick?
Boring.
Yeah, I mean, I really think that was it. Yeah, that's it. We can move on. I'm just here for, the aftermath. I'm here for
Yes.
the leaked text messages. I'm here for the voicemails. I'm here for all that. But this is where it's gonna backfire on Daphne because three strikes you out, bitch. If
Because
this
where
nigga
are we
get a
going
hold of
after
you,
academics? Where are we going after this? Because we know we're going somewhere, bitch. I don't know where we're going, but
and the fact that he has such a big
we're taking a
platform.
turn downwards. That's what I feel. I mean, not that we were really upwards, but we're going further south. Like this is just getting worse and worse by the day.
So yeah, just what my thing is, she fuck around and try to play a tricky game with this little motherfucker here. Whatever cachet you got left, bitch, is out the door. Cause once he get a hold of you and get to ranting and raving and all this other type of stuff and talking about your pussy ain't this and
Like
this and that
you
and
smell like
I
fish.
yeah, like I paid for it, it wasn't even it was
Catfish.
trash. It was
Yeah.
trash, chat. Just that,
Loose.
yeah, he gonna talk king shit.
Get
So
my dick and oh yeah, he's telling all the girls. He's definitely that type of nigga that's telling all the girls, "Hey, I had me some of that," which I can't stand. By the way, I can't stand a nigga that just got to go run his mouth. Like, but the
had me
girls
some
get
Lynn last
it.
night, y'all.
Okay, and then you be lying. Then you be lying because if she want to fuck you again, she would. Anyway, girl, boring.
Okay, so I guess we need to talk about Lupe Fiasco.
Yes,
Fiasco is a great word right now because,
about this, so you're gonna have
oh
to
yeah, yeah,
tell
yeah,
tell the girls what the fuck is going on because I don't know.
yeah. You know, this is hard for me because
Lupe's good
I,
people.
yeah, but like a fan, like I used to be like a very big fan of this fan, right? It
Yeah,
has waned over the years, but it was nothing like due to him personally. It's just because I'll
the
get to why
flat
it
Earth
has.
things and was
No,
he
well,
flat Earth?
he
No, no.
no, that's Bob.
Yeah, yeah, that's right. I'm tripping.
Mm-mm, no, 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 no.
He's not flat Earth.
But the reason why I haven't listened to him so much over the years is part of the conversation of why we here. Okay, so the bulk of this, the actual what we'll be talking about is how Lupe is tarnishing his legacy, in my opinion, tarnishing his legacy by fighting with online content creators about their opinions about hip hop.
Okay.
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 So there's a content creator who I like to watch called Koality Reacts.
Mm-hmm.
And he was reacting to another podcast or show I like to watch. Uh, it wasn't a rap latte one, but it was Kid Green, and he's on rap latte with the dark skinned man that be with Torre.
Yes. Okay. Mm-hmm.
So he's watching his standalone video. His
Okay.
standalone video was about how lyricism doesn't sell records. And Koala was basically watching that and said that's how he feels about Lupe Fiasco.
Okay.
He feels that Lupe Fiasco is a great lyricist, but it's
Bars.
really kind of like word salad.
Yeah.
Exactly, right? And so, like, and that's his opinion. You can have
Yeah.
that opinion.
Fine.
Like,
Yeah.
but Lupe began to start spamming Koala's chat. He started spamming his chat with I've sold over 20 million records.
Okay, nigga.
And so what's so funny is I remember watching that and he wasn't sure if that was really Lupe or not because his chat was saying Lupe in here, Lupe like what the fuck? So he wasn't like really
Yeah.
talking to him, whatever. So he still said what he said, right? So then the next day I get up and then I'm looking on the posts on YouTube. And
Mm-hmm.
so I see that he was spamming his chat and he was going back and forth with him talking about basically he was trying to pull Koala's car, like, we should talk about it. He said, okay, pull up. Koala's like, pull up. Because see, here's the thing, baby. The term the internet is undefeated, it ain't hyperbole. It ain't bullshit. It ain't fluff.
Yeah.
It's real because once you get into the field of explaining yourself, over explaining yourself, I don't want to have to say this again. And, you get into the weeds with people that they do this shit in their sleep.
Okay. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're not going to be able to outwit them in
Yeah.
this arena. You're not built for that.
You gotta leave
So
it
he
alone. Like you said, it'll tarnish your legacy. You'll fuck around and now niggas are looking at you like, oh, they got a point.
because now you out here trying to put out all these fires because what happened is so he pulls up with Koality, and that's where all this big shit comes, right? So they
Oh,
were on live for like 3.5 hours.
oh shit.
I
Hell
did
no.
not watch all 3.5 hours
Hell
because I like both entities.
no.
It's
Mhm.
like when your friends fight and it's the most cringy,
Yes.
get me out of here,
Yeah.
skin crawling. Like I couldn't even watch it just today, like this morning, I was able to like start watching people's reactions because when it was live, I had to leave. I said, I don't like this. I don't because this is bad. Like quality, you really walking this nigga down. Lupe, why the fuck are you in here arguing with this nigga like about his opinion? Like it just was like this is dumb. This is
Yeah.
so dumb. Like you know what I'm saying? Like, why are you doing this? So then the discourse happens and everybody's like, yeah, like you said, this nigga got a point because what happened is the conversation was twofold from Koaliti's point of view. His point of view was, first of all, about the lyricism, the high bar lyricism, and all that stuff.
Mhm.
It alienates people. And that's what happened to me. It started to alienate me to the point where, like, I couldn't really enjoy it because I knew I had to sit there and listen to it. You know, it wasn't like Food and Liquor. It wasn't like The Cool, where it was actually artistically packaged and made into something that was meaningful and had a message.
Like
And I
this.
was marveling at your bars and your wordplay and your mental, like, because Gotta Eat is one of the best. Like, you just read the lyrics.
Yeah.
Every food pun, every fast food chain,
Mhm.
ways of cooking. He just puts so much. It's such an amazing song, right?
Yeah.
But it's a metaphor for how niggas was running in the streets and getting cheese and bread and all this. It was so good.
Yeah.
So, but what he did was part one of him fucking up his legacy was that he did what they saying that Drake did, right? They saying that Drake put out 3 albums because he was trying to, get out of his deal with UMG and all of the kind of shit, right? That's pretty much what Lupe did because after the Cool, there was a lot of industry politics in games, and we were on his side because fuck the industry. They shelving your album, they holding it hostage, and this is and the other.
Yeah.
And then, but on the other side, it was a bit too commercial for most of his fans' taste,
So it gets
especially
lost.
because you be
Gotta
sunning
leave
commercial shit.
on one side or the other. Yeah.
hmm Especially because you be sunning commercial shit and commercial lines of thought in your
Mm.
previous work. So it's just kind of like, it was looking a little funny and light,
What are you
but people
doing?
loved them. They let it go. They said, fuck it, the label's doing you wrong, XYZ. So he ended up dropping lasers and a bunch of shit just to get out of his deal. And it just was a bunch of throwaways, right? Now, sidebar, YG just came out with an album called The Gentleman's Club. And this is a very for YG. For YG. This is a very deep album. This is very
Yeah.
deep. This he's going to
You talking
places.
about
He's trying.
trends and shit?
Yeah, he's talking about
Oh,
him being
whoa.
vulnerable and low self esteem and not
Look
feeling like
at
enough for the
that.
women he be
We're
fucking.
not
Like,
gangster 24/7.
right?
Got
I'm
bacon
with
on
it. You know what I'm
bacon.
saying? Good. But he said that album was born out of a conversation he had with Kendrick because YG was about to do the same shit. He just
Mm.
wanted to get out of his deal and all the type of shit. He said, I mean, I'm just gonna do a bunch of bullshit. He said, no, don't do that. Don't ever play your legacy by trying to get out of a deal that way. He said, because you still owe it to your fans, you owe it to your catalog. Don't ever do that to
Hello.
yourself. And
Hello.
so that is the same principle that Lupe should have had when
Yeah.
he was going through his thing because what ended up effectively happening, he ended up losing steam. He became jaded and mad at the industry. And then what he did was he purposefully started to rap at that high bar level.
Uh-huh.
He started to intentionally be overly complicated because he even had a rhyme talking about you gotta go to college to be a Lupe fan. And I'm like, at the time, I'm like, oh yeah, that nigga deep. But growing up, I'm getting older, I'm like, no, like I shouldn't have to do that for the music. So this comes the other side of Koaliti's argument. On top of the fact that just because you super rap and use a lot of lyrics and similes and metaphors and shit like that, does not mean you are a more superior lyricist. So this is the other part of the conversation because ever since Kendrick has been out, and this is probably why I love Kendrick, he been getting the most fake love out of any nigga I've ever seen in my life. My life, nigga.
Yeah.
From day one, that nigga been getting fake love. From day one, okay? And he was trying to do his, hey, Drake, hey, Cole, he played the game at
He tried
first.
it. We tried
But
it.
when he saw you niggas with some fake ass bitches, he said, "Oh no, that shit done." And I'm
Mhm.
gonna test you bitches. I'm gonna say your name in this control burst, and I'm gonna see what you do. Like at this point, hindsight is 2020. I can clearly see like that. That's what's happening. I can see his mindset being there because he's seeing these niggas that are giving him backhanded compliments. Game, you one of them. Snoop, you another one. You know what I'm saying? Backhanded ass compliments. Oh, I wanted to sign Kendrick. Oh, I wanted to sign that. And even J. Cole said that bullshit too. Like, oh, I wanted to sign Kendrick. Nigga, you are both artists at the same time. How the fuck you gonna try to sign Kendrick? So anyway, but he been getting fake love since fucking day one. Lupe is also another fake love ass nigga, right? Because when he first came out, because Lupe was still superior,
Mhm.
Kendrick hadn't done too much yet. He still was up and coming. So, and people often compare them to because they are both intensely lyrical and allegorical. They could all do all the things standing on their head, right? I mean, these
Yeah.
men rap rap with their eyes closed and hands tied behind their back, right? So there was always the comparisons there at the beginning, and because Lupe was ahead, the comparisons didn't bother him. He was fine with giving flowers. He's fine that. But
Mhm.
once Kendrick started taking off, that Eddie Kane Jr. started bubbling up in that nigga. That should have been me. Why ain't that me? Like, even if he never directly said it verbatim, he
Mhm.
has been dancing around this shit for at least
Forever.
10 years. At least 10.
Mm.
Because
Damn.
anytime, and it's
Damn.
sometimes he bring that nigga up unprovoked as well too. So
Oh
sometimes
my.
he'll be asked about Dot, and sometimes he'll bring up Dot unprovoked, but it was always a backhanded compliment. And his main thing that he has been hinging on with Kendrick is that I know 50 guys that are way better rappers than Kendrick. And now during the back and forth with Koala, oh, I know 100 niggas, I know 100 rappers better. I'll name them. Girl, this is where my heart broke when that nigga said, I know 100 rappers better than Kendrick, and I'll name them. And I'll name them. When he said that shit, bitch, I said, oh, this nigga's a hater. And I'll name them.
Oh no. Oh no.
Why were you so eager?
Oh.
And then he gets mad because he
He's better
tries
than
to
Kendrick.
flip the
He's better than
script.
Kendrick. He's better than Kendrick. Like,
And he thinks that he's being chivalrous and falling on his sword by like, well, I think he's a better artist than me. He makes better albums than me. He picks better beats than me. And he'll say all these things, but then still say, but I'm still the better
well,
lyricist, or I know better lyricists than him.
I guess. And I know that some rappers have to do all that. I mean, not some, but rappers have to do all that where they gotta say they're the best. That's why I love Cole because I'm like, thank you for being the first real rapper of ever. Being like, nigga, yes, I think I'm the best, but there are times where it's okay. I don't have to fucking do all of that. I don't have to be the best of the best. Like, nigga, it's okay. It's not the end of the world. Is that rap? Yes. But when you start to really believe your fucking and drink your fucking Kool-Aid to the point of just delusion now and you're just making shit up, you don't know no 100 rappers, nigga, that are better than Kendrick. Stop lying. You're lying now.
And it's just his colors were showing. And anybody that knows the first thing about debate is you can't get emotional in a debate. Once you
That's what
start
you
getting
lose.
emotional, you start calling people names and shit
Oh,
and
hell
trying to troll
no.
or trying to out troll the troll, which is what the fuck he was trying to do, and he was not doing a great job. You lose ground. You look
Now you just
silly.
look crazy, right?
You look
Now you
crazy.
look crazy, child.
And then go ahead, what's that?
I said, just get off the live. The fuck?
Gotta hit that little X up in the corner, friend. It's
You
over.
got to just end it. You got to.
Yeah,
You
that
got
little
to say,
X up there,
you know
bro.
what? We're going to agree to disagree. And I'm clearly, we're not going to be able to see eye to eye on this. But thank you, for giving me the time. And nigga, let's go on about our business. Like, fuck you talking about? You would have keep digging a hole. Okay. And yeah, you sold 20 million records, nigga. back in 2000. Okay, now it's been somebody that sold another 20 million at least 20 million times since. So you know, we can't hold on to this forever,
Oh
bitch.
my god.
Like you are definitely giving. Well, back in my day, like no, stop, just stop. Let's
Stop.
stop over head.
Stop.
Stop reading the comments. Be appreciative for the time that you had. You know what I'm saying? There still could be time in the future, but you're fucking it up now. You're dead ass fucking it up now. And
Because now if Kendrick come out and say something,
girl, okay,
now
Boogie.
there's gonna be a problem. But the streets is thinking that's what this nigga truly want. The streets are thinking that they he just keeps poking that bear because he wants to, for once and for all, I get to prove I'm a bit nigga. Like
You know
we
what? It is gonna give Joe Budden because, like, I remember when Drake and Joe Budden did their whole thing, and like Joe Budden's response, it wasn't like it was bad, but it was very word salad and I'm a like he just like was going in as Joe Budden does, and it wasn't like I said, it wasn't bad, but it's like this is Drake though we're talking about here, so all this it's falling on deaf ears, and it will be the same thing. The high that Kendrick Lamar has had niggas on for the last 2 going on 3 motherfucking years, nigga. It's
that's a hard
no
one to beat,
girl.
especially when you have
That's
a rap
you,
sheet of hating like this. Like I said, years of dry hating. And
girl.
now it's direct hating. Like, that you keep trying to dress this shit up, But nah, nigga, you got a problem. You mad that I didn't do what you did and I came out victorious. And you're mad that because here's the thing, what pisses me off about this, the more I think about it with Lupe, is like, why are you acting like as if he cannot do the exact same type of rapping you do? Like this man chooses
And quite
to
frankly,
make
was doing
palatable
it, and why I was like, nigga, you are getting on my nerves. No, but it was like it took me a minute to really appreciate Kendrick for who he is as a lyricist. I say, let's talk about love. Is there anything love, anything love,
all the
love?
stars. Hmm.
Now that was when I was like, okay, I can hear it and I love it and I appreciated all the things. But like, bitch, when Poe Up, Drank, Headshot, Drank, all that
Well,
shit came
that I'm gonna blame the radio for that because I too I was almost like, all right, nigga, like I need another song now because this is
when
we
niggas
gave
was
me poet,
like,
we gave me poet just I'm like, okay, this is good, okay,
yeah.
okay. And at that point, I was like, I said, let me get this album before the radio made me hate this nigga. Let me just go get. I said,
Right.
let me get into. And then when I got the backseat freestyle, that's when it was over. Backseat freestyle, and then Money Trees.
Hmm. I remember you telling me that.
Money Trees is such a fucking movie. Like I
Yeah.
closed my eyes and I saw the entire song. Nigga. I see
Um,
the sunshine, I see the palm trees, and I see somebody's window getting busted the fuck out. I see it.
yeah.
I see niggas running in this beautiful sunshine ass weather, just running down the street with somebody's TV or whatever the fuck. I see it. Like, you know what I'm
Hopping.
saying? Debo's riding down the street on
Yeah.
the bike, nigga. I see it.
Yep.
Okay. So that's
Yep.
why I was like, oh yeah, this nigga, he got it. He got
Yeah.
it.
And
And
then
then that BET hip hop cipher,
mhm.
when he
That's
said I tucked a
real.
sensitive rapper back in his night clothes, I said, you don't like this nigga either? I love you. I love him. Because I was alone. I
Yes,
was
yes.
alone. I
You made you feel
was alone
seen. You made you
on
feel
my
seen. Yes, you felt seen.
I was alone on my Drake is a piece of shit soapbox. I was alone. I was like, this guy is not who I think he is. This guy is a bitch. He's terrible. No, no. I was trying to just shaking everybody like, no, no, no. No,
Terrible.
but like I said, this is a man that's been getting fake love since the fucking jump. He has always addressed that shit, but he's addressed it in the music, and niggas get mad because no, you want to run to the fucking no, bitch. Come talk to me on this wax, bitch.
Yeah.
I don't do no memes. I want to talk on no selling. No, I don't do DMs,
Yeah.
bitch. I do raps.
Mm-hmm.
I do pull-ups, but I do raps. Pull-ups and push-ups, bitch. You drop and give me. Okay? So yeah,
Exactly.
Lupe, and then after this whole debacle, or I should say this whole fiasco with Koala, he then goes to Jalopy Bungus's live. He then goes to Read My Soul's live. He then goes to the fucking rap roundtable. Like, you're hitting this is see, he's telling himself like J. Cole was telling himself. You niggas be at home watching these niggas. Y'all be at home internalizing what these motherfuckers say about you on this internet, and it be making you feel some type of way. It be making you
Every
feel
time.
judged and paranoid, and then you want to get out here and be, well, actually, well, I don't think, no, you niggas are too much, either too insecure or too egotistical. Take your pick. But one of them things is kicking y'all ass. And
Mm.
when you sit there and you watch these people, these reactors, which that's their fucking job. That's their job, bro. Like they would have had, we all would have had the same opinions whether cameras were around or not. In the 90s, in the 80s, in the early 2000s, before social media was a thing, we said what we said about you niggas. We just didn't have a phone. But
It's
now niggas is getting paid to say what the fuck they was saying in the barbershop. Oh well, if you don't want niggas to talk bad about you, make better art, make better content, or develop some thick fucking skin
mm,
and be able to take criticism or be able to articulately get your point across.
mm-hmm.
Articulate yourself well to get your point across. There we go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you're gonna get clipped. It is gonna turn into word salad, and you're gonna just dig yourself deeper in. You're over explaining.
Yep.
You're trying to fight the internet. You're not
You're never
going
gonna
to win that battle.
win.
Go to the channels that suck your dick and pay dust to the ones who don't. It is
Very simple.
clearly as simple as that.
Very
Do
simple.
not go on platforms where you know you will be challenged if you don't want to be challenged. Simple as that.
It's automatically if you know you can't. Because like as you said, you know he has made better beats, he has better songs, he has better everything. So just like you said, continue to drink your Kool-Aid. Stop trying to force your Kool-Aid down other people's throats and especially the internet because
Well,
they will
actually,
humble
maybe if
you.
you went to go drink some of your Kool-Aid, you'd make some better shit.
Well, the internet will humble you.
My
They
last point I'm gonna make on that, let that nigga say, I don't name him. He, he named like three niggas who ain't nobody heard of. These battle rap niggas.
of course.
But the very first person he mentioned was somebody named Rosenberg Raw. Tell me why that nigga came out and said, don't put my name in shit. That nigga came out and said, first of all, Lupe don't even like me. So I don't even know why I didn't even put my name in anything. He said, thanks for the compliment, I guess. He said, nigga, like, you talking about Kendrick Lamar? Did somebody else go by that name? What else you talking about? He said, the fact that you're gonna sit up here and say 100 niggas for real, and then you gonna name me first, nigga? Don't put my name in there. He
Please
said, you could have put me at number 29,
leave me alone.
32. Like, don't put me in this shit. And then you gonna use me first, nigga. You don't even like me. You don't even fuck with me. Like,
Mm.
yeah, so I love that also happened because like, yeah, because even the people that you trying to say are saying you out your fucking mind because
Slow your roll.
he keeps harboring on lyricism being wordy,
Mm-hmm.
and that's people's criticism has been the long-standing criticism of Eminem for a while. It's like, yeah, we know you can rap technically at a high level, but that doesn't mean that you're a lyricist. A
Yeah.
lyricist makes you feel what it is. And I don't
Story.
need 10 words when four will do.
Yeah. Right.
Crazy, scary, stupid, hilarious. That nigga got a Grammy off of that.
Very much.
That nigga got a Grammy off of 4 words while you sitting up
That's a
here
fact.
making My last point, I promise. What I found interesting during that exchange was not only like the fake graciousness of saying like how much better he is than him, but he also lobbed a criticism at Kendrick about being too vulnerable and putting too much of himself out there. He said, I'm not trying to do that. I'm not trying to talk about my life. Have niggas talk about me, this, that. And I said, that's the problem. There it is. The way that you're reacting right now lets me know that 1,000% you won't let these niggas' opinions breathe. You got to come out here and defend yourself because you don't like being judged. Meanwhile, as a lyricist, you can't be worried about that because you got to get the art out. And if I got to say my auntie is a man now, then that's what the fuck I got to say. If I got to talk about my mama being molested and she thought I was molested, that's what the fuck I got to say now. I can't be worried about that because I got to get that shit out of me because you know what will happen? You'll fuck around and make some weird ass concept album about Amy Winehouse being a samurai battle rap zombie or some shit. Yes, this is an album this nigga came out. Like you, because you won't go be vulnerable, you gotta come and make up some old science fiction ass bullshit because you don't want to do the work of being real about you. You'll talk about other people, and this is another criticism I'll be having of J. Cole. Like you'll make storied songs about other people, but you really don't be talking about yourself for real. What I will give Cole over that nigga is he lightly touched on it, but he still never went as deep as he needed to, and he still never gave the depth. He still never gave up enough of himself to
Yeah.
go as deep as he needed to.
Yeah.
I like this, like, and that's where I think a lot of that shit, the backhanded compliments, be coming from because it's jealousy. Like, damn, this nigga, he able to just go out there and talk
All
about this,
right.
talk about that, and he did that, and then nigga short and everything.
He
He
don't care.
got it.
He
He don't
didn't
give a fuck. And meanwhile, I'm over here worried about who gonna say something mean about me in the comments. And let's be clear, Kendrick ain't said nothing. He ain't said nothing. Kendrick has not said one thing. But all you niggas have been talking for 2 years straight. All y'all are
You
doing
don't
is
need to
giving
say
this
nothing.
man all this ammunition to come back on this next album for all you niggas.
Well, a friend said Quality Reacts was just going off on him afterwards. Lupe is another walking contradiction.
Well, because the thing is, he already knew what time it was. Because when he told him in the fucking post, pull up, Koala was already on.
He was
And like
excited.
yeah, he already knew what time it was. Lupe did not. Lupe thought he was smarter
Mhm.
than the program. No, no, baby, no. And to what that person said, right?
Not
This
telling
is
him.
this is where I had to leave. This is the beginning of the conversation, friend. I already had to get the fuck out of there. So Lupe said, well, I had to pull up, so you got all this sexy smoke, what I'm saying, you blowing dizziness. So what's up? We're gonna talk about it. And Lupe said, I'm just trying to figure out why you got such a one-sided relationship, why you and your mouth got such a one-sided relationship about me. He said, oh, a one-sided relationship, like the one-sided relationship you and your mouth got with Kendrick? Baby!
My
Oh
God,
no,
if that
no,
ain't,
God, I left. I said I can't
yeah,
do it.
yeah.
I can't do it. And then
And
I found out that shit went on for 3.5 hours.
Tony said, talk about you need to be a rapper in the industry to talk about other rappers.
You don't. That's what literally YouTube niggas is making hand over fist hundreds of thousands of dollars a year. Talk about shit that they ain't. And what makes it so crazy, Koala is a formal battle rapper. So,
All right.
and also what's crazy is you're going on rap and hip hop forums. You're not going on ET. You're not going on TMZ and the Shade Room. No, you're going to places where people either participate in hip hop, have a long standing love, and they're actually black and grew up in the culture. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, these people. So you mean to tell me your fans, your fans who have never rapped a day in their life, don't know nothing about, don't know nothing about putting words on the paper, but we supposed to believe that these same people just automatically think that you're the best rapper ever? They can't critique you. They can't be like, well, I don't feel like that song was that hot, that jamming. That's literally our job. We keep you employed, bitch. You do have to entertain us. You do have to keep the people fed. And if the people say this shit ain't jamming like it used to be, or you X, Y, and Z, then your response is to come back and say, well, you don't rap anyway, so you can't critique me. Shut the fuck up. Shut up.
Just get off the live, Lupe. Go to bed, take a nap.
Go to bed.
Go to bed, Lupe. Let's go to bed. Our final topic for the evening is but Chud the Builder and a transsexual. What is going
Transgender woman. Yeah.
Transgender
Oh, Chud. Oh, Chud.
It's like this nigga just getting hit after hit after hit.
Girl, like, it's because it just keeps proving how dumb racism is. It keeps proving how stupid racists are. Like,
it's very
and not even I don't even really think this nigga's a racist. What's crazy? I just think this is an identity crisis person.
Mm-hmm.
Because at the very beginning, he was already in the LGBTQ community in different facets, in different facets in the first place. On top of liking Black people, befriending Black people, listening to Black music, liking Black artists,
Now, hell.
But something happened. I've been hearing a lot about the closeted homosexuality to white supremacy pipeline. And it's a real thing because these guys are so emasculated to the point where they have to put on this. That's why he calls himself Chud the Builder. They have to put on these bravado things and I'm a man and I'm an alpha man and all this other shit. But meanwhile, you like getting pegged. Okay, you like fucking trans. Yes, peg the builder. Yeah, like you like getting pegged, bro. You like sleeping with trans women, bro. They got pictures of you floating around on the internet wearing a fairy wings and the crap. Like you've been exposed, my guy. I just really think this is a person who has dealt with like massive identity crisis. Same like JD Vance. Like you've gone through so many changes, and this is where you end up. This is where I can get the most power. I'll just be a straight Christian white man, and I'll just say Black people are hard R's and death to the F's and all this other type of stuff, right? So he has been trying to find himself, and this is the character that he has now rested on. This character is being upended by all the skeletons coming up out this man's closet, especially all the homosexual skeletons coming out this man's closet. Like it's feel like every day is something new with this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? On top of the fact that he has a circuit of idiots behind him as well, too. These stupid motherfuckers came outside and told the whole plot of how they was trying to help Chud the fucking Builder. These stupid bitches was like, well, basically we're his proxy and we're his voice on the internet and this, that, the other. Like, it's not him tweeting. We can just say it's possible deniability because they can't say, oh, it's really you tweeting, and he can say that he doesn't know who we are. You're literally saying this right now on a fucking camera on live. Stupid. And then he goes on to say, we're gonna track down everybody, the lawyers, the judge, the bail, anybody. But we're gonna do a campaign. We're gonna I think they were gonna dox them and all sorts of shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like they were like gonna like really like go after them, right? Go after them. And so you got these idiots on live saying all this shit. Chud still trying to get the money from Gibson Gold. His bail is fucked up. One of the bails had already been revoked because that motherfucker was in jail when he should have been in court appearing for some other shit. But he in jail for the pew pew shit that he doing right now. So because of that, the bitch warrant got his fucking bond revoked for that. So he ain't get out for that. And then for the pew pew shit that he got going on right now, his bond is $1 million. Some stupid ass internet person decided to say, "Well, I'll put up 100,000. I'll put up to 10%." And the judge was like, "Yeah, not only do you need 10% from you, but you need to find 10 Bell's bondsmen that are willing to take a portion of a 10% for you. You got to find 10 motherfuckers willing to put up $100,000. Meanwhile,
10 people.
3 to 4 of them already came out and said we ain't taking a bill for this nigga. So then, you know what I'm saying? So like he's just in there sick, child. And now we got this trans woman coming out here talking about, yeah, so like last year I fucked Chud the Builder and like his baby mama found out and she was like so mad and said, go fuck that guy that you like. And I said, oh, go off, girl. It's just craziness. So everybody's like thinking, oh, here's just another one, right? Because he already got the black lady already came out and and that was on a humbug. It was outside online, and she was like, "Hey, I know you," and he tried to act like he didn't know who she was, and should have come out in there and said, "I'm Pretty B with a D, and I've been him and buying weed from him and da 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 da." So then got this trans woman coming out here talking, saying these things and all this stuff or whatever, and about how met she on Grinder and then there's so people like wanted proof, obviously. So she released the pictures, kissing her and all the type of stuff. Somebody put it through an AI data check, fact checker, and the motherfucker's 97% true, so yeah, girl. On top of the fact that there was this couple, this gay couple that found out that he hit them both up. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
I saw this real girl and this black girl, she goes, "This is how racists sleep at night because they see black people when they close their eyes." I was fucking crying because she just kept her fucking eyes just bugged. And like that makes me think of this dude. Like that's why he's like hysterical because he can't sleep because when he closes his eyes, he just sees gays and black people. He's just like he's so happy and he just can't.
He sees his truth.
Because Tony, shout out to Tony, he's commenting on Super Live, and he like literally everything you said. He talking about she wasn't fairy, like everything that you say. He was like saying facts and like saying what you were saying, and he said, and to be honest, fuck Gideon, whoever the fuck that is.
Oh yeah. So the guy who was gonna help put up the bail. So I didn't know about this. This is the side of the internet that I don't reside on because this is the streamer side of things. So Gideon was correct me if I'm wrong in the chat over there, but I believe he was start off as a streamer, but an IRL streamer, but then he transitioned into like that predator catching shit where they was just running up on people that was trying to sleep with like young kids or whatever. And so Gideon was turning a nice point from that, and Gideon actually had to make a video apologizing for the fact that he even teamed up with this guy because this guy is also one of these free white supremacists, free speech, absolutist type of da 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 da. And Gideon was like, well, I thought, people could change this and that and the other. We were doing great work because he found out like everybody else when that white man went to go give Chud $100,000 and everybody looking at Gideon like, what's up with your boy? And Gideon like, shit. Like that's how it played out. And so Gideon had to come out like, sorry, y'all. Like, listen, I thought I could rehab this motherfucker. I could not. So, but that's why he's saying fuck Gideon because you should have known better. Why the fuck you fucking with this white man? And why are you allowing this white man to replatform himself and make a good coin? Because he said they were making a good coin off of catching these people and whatever, and like actually getting people arrested convicted and stuff like that. They were proud of that, as you should be, because people are disgusting. But yeah, Gideon did some Uncle Ruckus type shit and tried to, rehab that white man and bit him in the ass. Because
Yeah.
you doing all this with this motherfucker, he's giving the money that y'all made
Yeah.
to go give to Chud the fucking builder. And that's what he said in his video. He's like, that money could have went towards, our show. That money could have went towards, more equipment and stuff like that, into the system. Like I figured that money had a better place than helping Chud. So, but they
Absolutely.
gonna stick together, honey.
Tony said,
Hmm.
but the fact that he still worked with him after that,
He
man,
did.
before is crazy. So if Gideon think he can change his way, then what about EDP 445? I'm not sure who that is. I don't know if we know who that is. But
I don't know.
ultimately, child, I don't even understand it. So Gideon's black, I'm taking it. Okay. Well, you know, 50 Cent is headlining the fucking 250-year celebration. So, you know what I'm saying? Black people, we be looking past race and shit when it come to money. Not all of us black people, some. And we got this.
Raccoon.
Well, you guys, that was freaking awesome. I mean, again, I had a time during the BET Awards, and we didn't get on here and talk about, verses. But shout out to Tony because he was watching verses with me all live and stuff like that. Wasn't we watching it? We were just talking about it. That's what it was. We was recapping it. That's what it was. We recapped it, and man, everybody has just been on time with the performances and the tributes and giving the awards. Like it's just been awesome. Being grown and in this time and being able to reminisce, it's been great. So hopefully BET Awards, you can do this again next year, that there can be no foolishness. I didn't hear about no foolishness happening afterwards. Thank you for that. All right. Before we get out of here, I would like everyone to please go check out the Voyage KC article. Okay, you can find that posted on our Instagram. You can click the link. I need all y'all that have not joined our Poor Class community. That's POUR class. Okay, to make sure y'all subscribe to our YouTube channel. Please like our Facebook. Shout out to everybody on Facebook that made sure that we got to the point, okay, to be able to go live over there.
We appreciate y'all.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. We're over here today. So shout out to y'all that was watching over here.
And also hit that TikTok up. We need 1,000 over there. We need 100 for
TikTok.
Facebook. We need 1,000 for TikTok. Because once we get to the TikTok, it's our own.
Yes.
Right?
That's it. If you're in the Kansas City area this Friday, we are hosting a cigar and Cabernet, or Cabernets and cigar event. So look for more of that going forward. What else we got? I think that's it.
About it.
Coming up. Yes. Join us, join our community. This is, what we love to do. And, be on the lookout. Maybe Thursday we'll be back for another.
If anything happens, we'll be back Thursday.
Yes, we will. We shall. So with that being said, my name is Jasmine J, aka the Wine Goddess.
I'm Kiki, the Countess of Cabernet, and you have had just the sip, and we will taste you later.
Bye. Bye.